So this is going to be a quick video, and this is what Amy posted out and also pinned to the top of her Twitter. Amy writes, excuse me, at Hasbro, I have a pretty solid idea for you. It's called MMPR The Return. Fan tested and approved. If you want to hit me up, I'm available to develop. Now, oh yeah, and hashtag Power Rangers, hashtag Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, hashtag Olivia Hart, hashtag Selena Repulsa. Okay, so first of all, I think this is kind of an okay idea. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to this. I know, considering how many times this has been quote tweeted, people are really, really excited about this and would actually like the idea. And with finishing the comic book, I do have my issues with it, but I generally think that it would be a solid idea and you could definitely adapt it. Now, obviously, there would be some problems going around. Obviously, if this was a proper, filmed, would Amy reprise her role as Kimberly? Because obviously she's going to direct it, we all know this, and she's going to obviously work with her partner, Matt, as well. And yeah, I feel like, would she step in? Would she actually reprise her role as Kimberly if she was going to be doing this as a live action thing? Can you imagine if this was an animated series as well? I feel like, though, like this, it could be a one-off that we get. I would like to see a series. I am invested in the series in general because I feel like it's done phenomenal. I mean, look at how much money this got straight away. This was funded within 45 minutes of it going live, but look at how much money went into this project that people backed straight away, and it was a huge success. Seeing something like this really makes me think, would a animated series or live action be worth it? And I think it generally would. If it was live action, then yeah, I feel like you could get maybe 10 episodes. You could get the main story, and then obviously the training of Olivia, and then obviously the White Ranger, which was probably Olivia as well. But you have all these things that could happen that I think would work perfectly. I do think this would be a fantastic thing to see, and it's definitely got the fans' approval. I mean, look at some of the replies. Henshin Asset, fan tested, fan approved at Jamie Jo Johnson. Should definitely take the power to a whole new level. I think that is the right move on so many levels, especially since it would be like giving the future of the IP to someone that will inherit the mature and established rights for cast past and present. Cosmic says, I would like to see that. Jin says, hopefully it's not too expensive because you all get gaslit into development hell for the next 5 years. And he also adds in, yeah, you're all cooking, laughing my ass off. Come on at Hasbro, stop your bullshit and bring that project. Chris says, I'm happy that someone is a former Power Ranger who supports this project for Netflix and Mighty Morphin The Return. Dr. Zio says this would most likely be animated since no sane person would have Austin St. John return to the role and JDF is gone. You might as well make the Boom comics instead. Morgan responds with, Hasbro, you gotta let her do it. Amazing writer, amazing director, amazing actress, and she knows the characters. Let the Pink Ranger lead again. AT_Inferno says, I think you should listen. Dan says, yo, my Hasbro peeps, anyone still running the Power Rangers action brand? And there we go. That is pretty much what we're going to be talking about on this one. I do think it would be a really cool thing. I do think this would have to be animated though. Again, there are problems with mainly with Austin and not even having JDF around. So I definitely think that this would be a whole animated series and I'd be all here for it. I'd like to see it in the art style of the comics because I feel like that would be a really, really good thing to have. Anyway, I am going to leave it here. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you very much for listening and watching. I do appreciate you being here. It does mean the world to me. If you want to like the video, comment, and as well turn on all notifications when you subscribe, that would be fantastic. And if you want to go that little bit extra, why not check out the Patreon as well as the channel memberships? It does help the channel grow. And why not get some merch for yourself? Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat, Kira Stanada. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。